Hello, come by and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're going to be looking at 10 decks of the week. We're going to start with 5 decks using some of the new cards, and then 5 without the cards. I do think the 2 new cards this week are fantastic. Akamoto's a great fun season pass card, and if you watch my content, you know that I always value fun and enjoyment over like just being extremely strong. But that being said, Agamotto's still strong. It's just not like super crazy or mega broken, right? But he's a fun card and decent. And then we get onto Esson. If you build into the deck, the card, a strong card. It can be strong, but you've got to build for it. That being said, again, extremely fun. I've been playing it a lot with Trigger, so that I can get I can choose what he drops on the last turn, unless I've got spells and stuff. But like getting it down and getting a copy of I don't know, Shang-Chi's and or Agamotto, whatever, right? It's really nice. Anyways, let's get into the decks then, shall we? So first deck up is this deck here with the Sasquatch and the Mockingbird and stuff. I tried to play a version of this the other day on stream, but I didn't go as heavy into this. I didn't have the Kitty. I don't know why I didn't think of Kitty in this deck. I was trying it with the Mysterio and the Agamotto and the Galacta and Gwen. I didn't go as heavy as this with the Enchantress. I'd probably drop Enchantress or something if I was going to play this version, because I just don't ever see the point of Enchantress, and the fact that there's very rarely any games where I really want Enchantress, but you know, there is some, so I'd probably drop it for someone else. I don't know what I'd drop it for, but solid deck, right? You can copy Gwen with with his spell, whatever it is, the spell that copies the clone thing. The images, that's the one, images, which procs off, and then you can get like big Mysterios. You play Mysterio out, you can get some cheap Sasquatch, cheap Mockingbird. Very good idea. Next up, we have the Black Knight. Agamotto Esson deck that's been going around. I haven't tried this yet, because when someone posted it and seen it, I was like, okay, that looks interesting, but a lot of people were playing it, so I wanted to give it time to other people not play it and to see how I'd change it. Obviously, I wouldn't play Emperor Hulkling. I just wouldn't. I just think the card's the worst card in Snap. The person that made the deck's baller for playing this. That's all I can say. He's just baller. But it is what it is. The rest of it's pretty decent, though. Yeah, the rest of it's great. Like, Frigga being in here is fantastic. Yeah, the rest of it's I like. But, like, Hulkling, swap it for another 6-drop. I'd imagine a good amount of people don't have Hulkling because the card's completely garbage and unplayable. This is the first deck I've seen it in since it came out. Next up, Esson Arashim stuff. Honestly, this does Arashim stuff. That being said, whenever I've played Arashim recently, it's not gone well for me. It just hasn't. Arashim has just not been it for me. But it works. I've lost to Arashim stuff, so it definitely works. It's just Arashim stuff, right? Next up is the version I've been using. I used off stream yesterday to fly up some ranks after I had a bad climb on stream, and then I came off stream, played this for half an hour, and went up like 5 ranks. I went up from like 80 summit to mid-90s quite easily. I just shot up with like an 80% win rate. I just love this deck. You could swap Nico for Quinjet. But the rest of it I like. I mean, to be fair, if we're going to be real honest, you probably swap out NTW for Quinjet, make the deck a lot better. But, you know, me's me. So NTW is just the card to go in here. Lunar Snow into Blink. Gets you one of these. One of these 4. Ideally, it's not Shang-Chi, but you can get your images as well, which could suck. But, you know, if you get your Esson or your Agamotto out, it's great. You have an extra energy, you play some 5, you know, Frigga. You can Frigga your Shang-Chi, you can Frigga your Agamotto. Whatever, right? And the last deck for the new cards is the junk stuff. I played a Galactus where I didn't want to go full junk like this. I tried to play Galactus. I should have just stuck to this type version here with full junk. But I played a different Galactus deck. It's in my channel if you want to see it. But yeah, like the idea is you can use the spells to cheat out Galactus early. You can use the spells to clog up early. You know, and there's plenty of options with the deck. And it's pretty good against Hela. That's why Clog comes into the meta more when Hela's about right. Because Hela can... Hela doesn't play anything that really deals with the Clogs. And then Hela can't summon everything if there's nowhere to go, right? So it's very easy to block up some stuff and know where they're going. And that's it for those decks. So we'll go on to decks without the new cards, because I know not everyone buys a battle pass. Not everyone has the spotlight catches to get the cards. So we don't want to always put 10 decks with the new cards in. Now onto everyone's favourite deck. Of course, it's still in the meta. It's arguably the deck to beat if you're on ladder. Super annoying, but you know, here it is, Hela. I expect us to get a nerf at some point again. Poor Hela, man. She just can't catch a break. Nobody wants to face her, that's the problem. Next up, Scream stuff. You could put Agamotto in here. Agamotto fits into a Scream deck fantastically, fits like a freaking glove, right? The 1-cost spell you don't really mind, you know, it's a draw or a buff to your card. 2-dot the winds where it pushes him. Fantastic, you got Scream and Craven, right? Woof. Energy, why the hell not? Everyone loves an energy. Copying clones, fantastic. You can copy a load of Screams, right, into a movement, and then boom. Or you could just copy cannonballs, arrows, whatever, right? You copy anything here. Yeah, you love that. Next deck, discard still does his thing, right? It's not gone anywhere. Still a strong deck, pretty solid. You probably have to go like a Zola version or at least a Frigga version to try and match Hela for damage, right? I don't think just one Dakin is going to match Hela's power output, but it's better against other stuff, not having that greed, right? But against Hela, you probably have to go greedy with Zola stuff. So you can contest 2 lanes. What was that? Was that 8? 9, Zoo kind of took over the Sanctum after the bans and showed it's still a strong deck in general. So, you know, it does its thing. It's not changed much. And a negative still does its thing. I've had people say how easy they've climbed to infinite with negative. I play negative, it doesn't work for me. I've lost to negative, but I always eat. I'm a very bad snapper, and I ego check stuff. That's the best way of putting it. I'm like, I can beat this, and I know I cannot beat a turn 3 negative into like a Jane Foster to draw everything out, right? I know I can't beat that, but sometimes I ego check it and lose. Anyways, that's no problem. Enjoy the video, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace.